Hey guys, Jack here with Space Games only on YouTube today. Welcome back, guys. Let's talk about Star Citizen today, shall we? What a great event yesterday for 1 hour, 10 o'clock morning. Wow, I was blown away, I have to say, blown away. I hope you guys too. And if you like, we're gonna watch that live stream again together and just discuss some details and what was happening yesterday in Star Citizen Live. They talked 323 and guess what? It was huge and they didn't even reveal everything. So yeah, I'll go and play a little bit Star Citizen today. I'm kind of hyped and I want to play. I want to continue, and today only on YouTube in 4K. And I really like that. I really like to stream in 4K. Such amazing technology. Playing and streaming in 4K on the same computer. It's possible. Wow. And yeah, so let's switch to the game. And again, if we have enough people together and we want to, discuss the live stream from yesterday, we're going to watch it. I have a new scene here on my OBS so we can switch it and watch it in 4K and discuss it live with everyone in chat. So I would be very excited about it. But anyway, as long as we don't have so many people here, I don't think it makes sense. We'll do it later a little bit. I want to go back to the Dream Station. Was it Dream Station? And I will take the Australian server again. Beautiful clan station, not Dream Station. Beautiful clan station. And see if I can actually sell the things from my rock. I had the rock 𝗙𝗵𝗁𝗏. I damaged it on 𝗙𝗵𝗁. And then it returned automatically to my hangar, but at the clan station. So let's see if we get into this and see if we can sell it at the admin office. That would be awesome. And guys, I hope you have a great weekend. You're enjoying yourself so far. We have beautiful weather in Kentucky, actually. It is sunshine. Not too warm, but it is nice. All right, here we go. Also, my camera should work, finally. The camera turned off for overheating all the time. And my friend Kareah helped me and said, hey, you can buy this special little fan for your camera. And I did. And it's installed. And I hope it keeps the temperature below 30 degrees Celsius. Or 35. So the camera will last a little bit longer. That would be nice. All right. Let's go to the elevator. And here's the thing. Last stream, it was a funny stream, but we talked a lot, but just not about any game, just about TV shows and politics. And my chat rules say, don't talk about politics. We did anyway, but it is what it is. Let's see if the elevators are working. Yes, they do. Awesome. Last time we could not do that. All right. Okay, let's find the admin office. It's right over there. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Hello? Okay.
Anything I can help you with? See you, mate.
I can hear you. You talk too quietly. So, Grey Cat Rock. I cannot believe this.
You alright?
You cannot sell anything.
Cargo?
Are you kidding me? Oh, no. So basically it says there's nothing in the rock. Oh, wow. That is sad, guys. It was loaded and it doesn't show it really correctly here. CIG, you need to fix that. But they take this, out of stock. Yeah, they take those gemstones. But apparently there's nothing in my rock. Okay. So let's head to 𝗚𝗏𝗏. I want to pick up my spirit. And also the spirit is at 𝗚𝗏𝗏, but I'm gonna move away from 𝗚𝗏𝗏 again. You know, my capital is right now area 18. And I actually wanted to, you know, do some missions over there. Get my reputation done with the security guys blackjack in the area 18 area 18 area system. So
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again.
Hangar 1. It's actually a cool ship. I really like it. The Vanguard. Alright. Beautiful. Doors are open. That is new. I mean, it was happening all the time. The whole week. That the doors stay open. Weird. 𝗙𝗶𝗁𝗃𝗃 combat assist.
Thank you, and please visit again. You are clear to launch.
We want to go here. It's very close. Yeah. It is only 100 seconds, so 1 minute. 1 minute something. All right.
Landing gear retracted.
Thank you, and please visit again.
We will. Yeah, guys, let me know if you watched yesterday Star Citizen Live. What was the feature you really got excited about? Let me know in the comment section, in the chat. I'm really interested. For me, it was what it was. I mean, the star map and the new mini map. That's the one feature I really like. Don't know why. That is my favorite feature. To see what's going on in your ship on a minimap. I mean, you could even see people walking around, other players walking around on that minimap. You could identify in what kind of room they were, and the room where the actual player, the active player was green illuminated. So, yeah, very interesting. That map is awesome. Very cool. Okay. So yeah, this will be my last action for 𝗚𝗏𝗏 in a long time. I'll pick up my 𝗙𝗶𝗁𝗃𝗃, my spirit. I could just have claimed it, but I don't know. I can claim the Vanguard later if I have to. Or I keep it there until 323. And I'm pretty sure 323 will bring a big wipe. I think they're gonna put us down to like 500,000, something like that. Alpha UC, all the ships having gone. I can't believe they talked about economy as well. Everybody in chat was like, 𝗬𝗎𝗍, No, that guy is out. He didn't deliver anything in years. It was only, but the guy said, the new guy for economy said, he wants to make the things work they already worked on for many years. So let's not talk bad about 𝗬𝗎𝗍. In my opinion, they worked on a lot of tools and things they needed, but they just could never implement it. And hopefully this new team will be able to do that. That would be awesome. And it's so strange because if someone is not with the company anymore or responsible, they tend to not say a word. And that's what's happening with 𝗬𝗎𝗍. He's either not with 𝗙𝗍 anymore, or he just got a different job, or, you know, downgraded. I don't know what they did with him. You know, I'm sure there's a reason why no one talks about him anymore. And let's not forget that he was also a good friend with Chris Roberts. And, you know, Chris Roberts got a lot of heat because of favoritism. And many backers didn't like what's happening, that many family members were hired in. And the culture was, I guess, the problem as well at 𝗙𝗍. And they realized, hey, we need to change something. We need to build that game, and the way we do it is not working. So let's change something. Let's bring some real talent on board. Let's fix this. Let's fix all the ships. Let's fix the game. I think that's what's happening the last at least 24 months. Or 12 months, I would say. So. All right.
Please proceed to assigned landing.
Let's pick our things up here and let's get the hell out of here. The combat music is going on. I guess that's because they think I'm attending Siege of Orison. But I'm not. Nice. Yeah, now we have to wait for a marker. Oh, it's right here. Nice. That was quick today. Hangar's not loading in. Again. Missing hangars everywhere. Wow. Oh, we will make it. Yes, we will. Huh. Wow. That was easy. So, yeah, and then they sent out a newsletter yesterday for everyone with a little sneak peek. I couldn't believe it. A cargo module.
My friend.
That's me. That's my own my own bot. My chat bot. Yeah, a cargo terminal right next to a landing pad on an outpost. First of all, wait a second. Is this inside a new UGF? And no, it was somewhere in an outpost. Unbelievable. I'm like, wow. How is this going to work? I guess we have to find out.
Welcome.
Guess we have to find out. So, all right. We should have the spirit here. Yes. Nothing else. Do we have anything stored here? No. but I will drink something. If this game lets me take off my helmet. Yeah. Alright, alright, alright. This stuff is good. It gives you not just hydration, it gives you also nutritions. Drink, my friend. Okay. Well, we cannot forget our helmet. That will be not so good.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
So, Spirit, my daily driver. Man, I love this ship. Goodbye, Orson. All right. Beautiful. Oh, I still have this cargo stuff in here. Oh no. We tried so hard to sell all this stuff. What are we gonna do with it? I think I have to get rid of it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, and the ship is actually damaged. Oh yeah. I think we did some missions. Repair in progress. I don't know what was damaged. Oh. Yeah, we fit.
Landing gear up. Thank you, and please visit again.
Hey, Trigger, good afternoon. Nice to see you, man.
Trigger.
I'm very good, man. I'm very good. How about you, Trigger? Are you enjoying your weekend? All right, I'm gonna go quickly to 𝗙𝗏. Well, I'm pretty sure we cannot load the rock again. You can try.
Travel engage.
Okay. Resting. Oh, nice. That sounds good, man. That sounds really good. I could not rest yet. I could not rest yet. And now I'm playing. Well, I kind of, you know, that's resting for me. What? Wait a second. Is that... Oh, man. Yeah. No. Which one was it? Okay. Shopping 𝗙𝗶𝘁𝗄𝗏. Man, I'm glad to hear that you can rest today.
Engage.
I know we all had a rough week, I guess, at work. I'm so glad it's weekend.
Quantum travel complete.
Wow. The sound. I'm not sure what I'm doing today. I really have no idea. I'm just trying to fix things here. I want to have my rock back. 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏. Well, that's a German name. 𝗙𝗶𝗁𝗁𝗏. We could do some salvage, yeah. We could do... I want to go back to Area 18 maybe. And... oh my god, what's going on here? And do some security missions. Also, if we have a couple people, we could watch the live show from yesterday. Did you like the live show from yesterday? Did you watch it already? Can we get off and on? Wait a second. I don't like that. Yeah, that's way better. You haven't watched it yet? Oh, okay. Well, we could do it in a couple minutes if you're up to, if maybe someone else is joining. I'm, you know, interested to talk with all of you about it. Yeah, if I get this... Oh, I cannot use it, huh? Can I use it? J... Oh, come on. Can I use it in the armistice zone? Just want to see quickly what it says here. And then we fly back to 𝗙𝗏𝗏. Sounds good? Okay. We'll do it in a minute. It's sad that you cannot use this tool in these areas, man. The game should kind of prevent you from killing someone with that tool, but it should let you, you know, transport things. That would be nice. I mean, they kind of have to do it. If we have to unload and load, you know... Oh, look at this. Oh my god, so many multi-tools. I'll just collect it here for now. Yeah, if you're a new player, don't buy multi-tools. Just come here, do that. Okay, let's see what it says.
Welcome to to the 𝗖𝗃 vehicle retrieval system.
So, the rock. Yeah, I can claim it, but
Please visit us again.
all is good. I guess I will do that in the 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 area. I need to get rid of those boxes. We could do rock mining. But maybe we do that on Aberdeen. Aberdeen's supposed to be also a good place. Somebody's shooting at me. Get my rock back? Yeah, it is back. It is back, but I have to claim it. Man, what's going on here? Oh, that ship is gone? Okay, but someone was shooting at me. That was weird.
Engines on.
Yeah, there's actually a... Oh! Oh, man!
Landing gear up.
I didn't see that guy flying. Almost hit that guy. What is this? Oh, wow.
On shields.
Wow. He's on the ground. Shoot, man.
Target destroyed.
Wow. Holy shit, who was that? Wait a second, that is a outpost here. Oh. Okay. Wow. But he was on the ground shooting at me. Hilarious. So, should we try to sell this stuff one more time in my bag? I'll go to Wall and try it. It was... Man. This is Star Citizen. It's just in the middle of nowhere someone is shooting at you. An NPC. Kinda cool. So, alright. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Wall, huh?
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
I have to go down. Goodbye, Crusader.
Quantum travel engaged.
No, I will not throw my cargo stuff out. I will not do it. I'll just keep it organized. I will make some space for the rock. I think I can do that now. Man, this game is just so cool. This game is so cool. I mean, I can walk around here. Always weird things happen to me. Oh, I know. Oh, man. I know. Always. Always to me, man, Trigger. Always to me. Did you play the game recently, Trigger? I kind of have the feeling it was easier to move things around before. Especially in the 𝗙𝗁. 𝗙𝗁 is really tight now, moving things. They changed that. Yeah, put all in the corner. I should have done that before. Okay, I think now the rock will fit if we need it. Or any other vehicle. Cool. Man, this is actually good money. That's the stuff we found the other day at that... oh, what's the name of that old space station? Remember that? That was so cool. Almost there. This ship is so fast. Hated having millions and then having it gone after patch, yeah. But that's how, I mean, that's been that way for so long, huh? I don't know. But I know where you're coming from. I know where you're coming from. It is difficult. That's why I don't grind. I don't grind for ships right now. I don't do it. I'd love to have the 400i, for example. And after the live show yesterday, it's very clear those ships will be very, very, very expensive in game. Not as expensive as I thought it would be, but when the new economy comes in, they will also change the in-game ship prices. I was a little bit disappointed about the economy team yesterday, not really talking about all the other things in the game, prizes and stuff. I mean, they kind of gave some hints, but the only concrete thing they talked about was how expensive a ship's going to be or how cheap. And they make it fair, so this is nice. They make it fair. You know, small ships, they should be different treated. They should be cheaper. It should be fair. Different manufacturers, you know, like Origin is an expensive manufacturer. It's luxury stuff. It's gonna be always expensive, very, very expensive, more than right now. So, yeah, I think they said the 890 jump is gonna cost 75 million. Where's my horizon? Yeah. $70 million or 75 million, the 890 jump. And some people in chat actually thought that is actually too cheap still. Wow. Oh, that was something. I almost hit the ground. Do you see that? I stopped at 150 meters. That is nothing. Holy smokes. I almost hit the station here. Where is it now? Shady Glen Farms? No. I don't see it, man. I'm right on top of it. Maybe. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh man, this is me. I'm insane. I'm just insane.
Attention. I have been authorized to scan your...
Oh. Oh. Oh no. He's scanning me. Oh, and I have these stolen goods.
Wipe the hole here. Look at all those stolen goods. That's not going to scan.
What? What did he say? What did he say?
Power down your
Oh shit.
main stationary. I am authorized
Attack
to use
on
this
shields.
if you fail to comply.
I'm out of here. Shit, man. Oh man. All right, we have to go to this security outpost Kareah, right? Come on. Is it Celine? I think so, huh? Yeah. 2 minutes we'll be there. Man. Uh-oh.
While you still can.
He's coming.
Power down.
Quantum travel engaged.
Come on, man.
Travel complete. Landing gear up.
What the fuck? No. No. Now I can make it. Where is he? He was very close. He was like, again, on me.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Well, I have never done this mission. I don't know how to get in there.
Quantum travel engaged.
He's chasing me. All right. Well, I have stolen goods on my ship. And I think, let me get out of my seat here. I think I have actually a card with me. Yes, I actually have the card with me to hack the system. So the only way to get in there, I think, is I need to ditch my ship, I guess, to get into the security thing there. Or if I would have a... you know what? I can get the HoverQuad, right? And fly with the HoverQuad maybe out of the ship to that station. How should I do that? What is the best way to get to this security outpost? I know there's high security there, but I've never watched videos or any other thing. I didn't read about how to get in there. Yeah, I have, but I have been there before they changed it. Now there's high security there. I don't know, man. I don't know. I need his HoverQuad. But where do I get it? I do have the 𝗙𝗶𝗁𝗀. Do have the 𝗙𝗶𝗁𝗀, but yeah. That's going to be interesting. Yeah, I never done that before. I need to think about that.
Quantum fuel, 50%.
I think I have to be at a certain radius away so they don't shoot you, right? Maybe I can park there, but the question is, I've never tried it, so there must be a blind spot somewhere where I could park the ship. So I really don't know. Oh man, what to do? Maybe I can pick up somewhere a HoverQuad and make my way there. I think that's the safest bet.
Quantum travel complete.
So, I mean, I'm on the run here. Let's go to Celine. So I said, Crusader goodbye, I'm not coming back, and then I'm here again. Because of the crime stat. But yeah, I mean, this is a good time to test it. And to find out what the best practice is. I need to kill security personnel to get in there.
Quantum travel.
I'm not really looking forward to. Private property, no, they don't have a terminal. See, there's another security post. I'm just sad that they don't have that. There's no mining outpost. Research outpost. I think they have landing pads, no?
Quantum travel.
Let's see. Let's see what we can do.
Quantum travel complete.
Uh-oh. Who is this now? 𝗙𝗶𝗁𝗄. Ugh. Alright. Why are there so many ships here? I don't like that. But I think they don't have ground vehicle pickup. Oh, they do. They do. Perfect. That's gonna be interesting, guys.
Engines off.
Lots of boxes around here. Who would have thought that this is biting me in my ass after so many days? And he took my stolen goods. That's freaking awesome here. Yeah, he took the stolen goods. Yes, you can buy it. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you can buy the HoverQuad.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
I could actually try the Fury as well, but it doesn't fit. Where's my Fury? Wait a second. I had a Fury. Did I get rid of my Fury? Did I use it as a as a CCU token? Like the STV? Oh my god, really? Oh, claim it.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Come on, give it to me. What now? Please no. Please no. So I will try to get my HoverQuad and fly to this security outpost Kareah to hack into the system to delete my crime stat. I'm done with this crime stat thing, man. One time I have stolen goods in my ship and they scan me. The good thing is we know it works. They are able to scan you. Okay.
Please visit us again.
Is it there?
Bye.
No. Why you give me now this problem?
Welcome
This is
to the
Special Agent
ASOP
Dewey.
Vehicle Retrieval System.
The outlaw group _Tails have taken over
Vehicles,
7
your
platforms.
vehicle.
All right.
Please
The
visit.
SDF is seeking for volunteers to help
What is so
rescue.
loud here?
Check your contract manager for details.
Been a rough couple days. Oh, is it this device? Yeah, you can say that out loud. It was rough in the game. Hello. Can I go down a little bit? Come on. So cool. All right, let's check my crime stat quick. What does it say? Fine is only 20,000. That's actually not bad. I've only been scanned in space. I've never seen them scan on planet. That was surprising. No, this kind of outpost, this salvage places, it's the second time it happened. Man, my fine is only 20,000. I actually, I don't know. I mean, it took my stolen goods. We can try at least to get to that station. I'm afraid I'm going to die, but we need to try it.
Engines on.
Man, there are a lot of boxes here. Oh, wow. What the heck? Someone exploded. Scrap. Really? Oh, cheap stuff. So, alright guys. That's gonna be interesting. There you go. Here we are. Kareah. 𝗘𝗶𝗁𝗀𝗃𝗃. We really want to do that? I don't know. I'm kind of scared.
Quantum travel.
Oh.
Quantum travel complete.
Quantum travel complete.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
There you go.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
So I think I would just park here. Get the popcorn out, it's going to be fun. No! Oh. Trespassing, I'm already trespassing. I'm still trespassing. Well, here, I don't think something can happen here. Yeah, that's going to be fun. By the way, I heard you can use the same system with the HoverQuad to turn off the comma rays, you know? Oh, wait a second. I do have some stuff here, I hope so. Yes, wait a second. Still some ammo. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be really fun. Uh-oh. There she is. Okay, I need to drink something. I'm kind of nervous. Not open. Sit. It's cool that I have storage here.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
Oh! Wow! Wait a second. Can go a little faster. I don't know where to go. Where are the turrets? Yeah, ships. Shit. Woo! I think I have to go a little bit slower. I have to go a little bit slower. I almost crashed. I thought I have to go fast. Where's up and where's down, man? Ah, I see it now. I see it now. I see it now. Oh, wow. Okay. Can I land this thing? What happened here? Oh shit! Who is this man? They shoot my ship! I have no ammo here. Why does not take my other gun? Where's my other gun? Are you kidding me? I lost my other gun. Oh no, man. Oh shit.
𝗙𝗏𝗃 just tweeted and they said, who's excited to try the new EVA mechanics in Alpha 3.23?
Me?
https://t.co//whu6b9spd2.
I'm excited. What the heck? Why he doesn't take the key? Oh! Man, I had a card in my hand. I'm too slow, man. Shit is empty. As well.
Let's see what we have.
Oh, man. I need to kill those two guys. They were over here. Shit! Oh, it's not helping anymore. It's not helping anymore. And what did I throw here? This was my card. And I have no ammo. Oh shit, man, I have to oh shit. Oh! No! Man, I'm a lucky guy. Oh! Shit. Where's my thing, man? I need to kill those guys. I need more time. And you know, players can come as well and help them. There you go. Oh shit. Oh, he's not seeing me. Yeah, they have reinforcements coming all the time. Okay, I'll try this again quickly with that card. Oh shit, that's it. That's it. Couldn't make it. It was a good try, man. It was a good try. Oh man, that was freaking awesome. My only issue is, yes, I'm dead. Oh, it was a player. He got me. Oh no. Oh. That was freaking awesome, guys. Wow. So cool. Yeah, of course. Oh my god. But I'm too slow. I'm too slow switching my gear, you know, on the fly. The loading takes time. Then you don't find your gun. Then you don't... You know why I cannot have this card? I want to have this card in my hand, you know, and it's so difficult to do. I think it's easier if it's on your belt. I think you can put it on your belt or on your core. Oh, man, that was awesome. I will do this again. The next time I do have a crime stat, I'll do this again. It was actually easy to get there with the HoverQuad. I have to say. That was the right decision. But there is already one guy at the door, man. Holy shit. That was my first time.
You have been placed in a cluster rehabilitation, so you're...
And I guess the reinforcements are endless. So you have to fight and fight and fight. Wow, man. That was something. Can't believe it. The car did not work because I didn't have it in my hand in the right time. It was in my hand and I threw it away. I thought so. Something flew away. So, how many days I got? 15 hours? Alright guys, so what we'll do is I will turn it off and we'll watch the video from yesterday and we'll discuss the changes coming to 3.23.
Company is committed to legal
I got 15 hours because I killed too many guys and I didn't make it through in 𝗘𝗶𝗁𝗃𝗃 Kareah. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Alright guys.
No one is beyond redemption.
No one is beyond redemption, huh? That was freaking awesome. So guys, so let's watch the let's go to our play and let's watch the live show from yesterday and let's discuss what's coming very soon to Star Citizen. It is amazing, guys. It is amazing.
Just threatening Pete by, I was going to start with a good morning, Star Citizen.
Is my audio working?
Just waving me off. Hi, everybody. We're back. Welcome to Star Citizen Live. I'm your host, Jared. We just talked about that. We just talked about that. And if you've never seen Star Citizen Live before, it's where we take about an hour out of the end of our week and we chat with a few of the developers who make Star Citizen and Squadron 42 possible. On this week's show, we are changing things up a bit. Generally speaking, towards the release of any given patch, we have what we call this all about alpha whatever it is show. We usually bring our Star Citizen live game director 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 on the show, and he answers your questions about all the things you've seen in ISC throughout the season building up to this, the things that you're you're experiencing through 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 and through PTU, and it's all a big fun thing where you guys get to ask questions and we pose right to the people, put them on the hot seat. We're not doing any of that today. We are changing the formula. We are at the beginning of this journey to Alpha 323. Alpha 323? Alpha 323.
The beginning of 323.
From our holidays. We've done the typical regroup and engineering planning for the next patch. We also do our yearly performance reviews. How'd you do?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
We'll find out.
I haven't found out.
Performance reviews.
Let's hope they're not watching this show. Do the performance reviews, and then we begin this journey towards our next big patch. Because this patch is built very differently than previous patches before, it's going to showcase a whole lot of what you saw, showcased at CitizenCon. We thought we'd do it differently. We're gonna be Babe Ruth. We're going to step up the plate and we're going to call our shot this quarter. And we're going to talk about what's coming in Alpha 323 at the beginning of this road. And to do that, joining me today first is a friend of the show, somebody we haven't had on either of our shows in quite some time. You've got a new title since the last time we had it, so I'm going to have you do it because I didn't think to ask.
Someone got promoted
before we started. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 assistant design director.
Got it in one.
Did I get it?
Yeah, you
Assistant
did.
design
Congratulations on the
director.
promotion, man.
I want to have his job.
Sorry, I need a bit of a water there. So, assistant design director. What does assistant design director do?
A lot of stuff. Essentially, I am cross-project on both Squadron 42 and Star Citizen itself. So I essentially run the design teams that we've got, which includes mission design, economy design, system design, technical design. So all of those teams report to me, and we all work together as one big team.
Economy design.
We also work with a lot of the other teams, obviously people like Ian Leyland and his art team, a lot of people that we've had on here before. But essentially, I'm working with everyone in the company, more or less, to try and, hit the vision that we're trying to hit.
You were, folks who've been watching our Star Citizen programming for years now, remember you were part of the FPS systems design team when you went over to Squadron with that big migration, 2.5, 3 years ago.
2 to 3, yeah.
Now, you went away to squadron.
So what he's saying
down,
is,
worked on
2.5 years ago, they really started focusing
quiet
on
solitude.
Squadron 42.
And now we're bringing all these things back, adding to the already
2.5 years
existing
ago.
A team and work of the Star Citizen development team to make
Kinda
Alpha
late.
323 and beyond.
Yep.
So we're going to jump right into it. So we're going to talk about the things that are targeted for Alpha 323. Now, I want to, before we go into the rest of the show, I want to talk about what that word targeted means. These are the things that the various programming and engineering teams, the art teams, the design teams, these are the features that they're all working towards and expected to have delivered for Alpha 323. We all know, because we've been doing this for a while, that sometimes a thing slips, it gets to a go, no go, it doesn't quite make the go, so like that. So this is not an exhaustive list of everything that will come. There are also some surprises. There are also some things that we've designated surprises, things we want you to discover on your own when you log into PTU for that first time. So we're not going to cover everything that we're intending to put into 323, but we're going to cover a pretty exhaustive list. And we're going to start with the stuff that we talked about yesterday in Inside Star Citizen. We came back on Inside Star Citizen yesterday. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. New EVA.
EVA, that was so cool.
EVA is
I can't wait to try
well.
that out.
When we first started capturing for 𝗙𝗍, we still had to be in squadron builds for a little bit because it was just getting integrated into the Precision universe. By the time we went live, it had begun its integration into the Star Citizen universe. How's EVA doing?
Really good. Obviously, there's still work to do. Obviously, a big proponent of that, as you mentioned, it was in Squadron Stream. Obviously, now we're dealing with things like networking, and this is going to be true for a lot of the features that we talk about today, is that obviously there are unique challenges that come with putting things into the persistent universe in Star Citizen. So, yeah, it's looking really good. And obviously, the guys yesterday, if you missed 𝗙𝗍, they did a very, very good job of explaining the system.
So he said, I didn't even that's why it's good to watch it twice. He said, bringing features to the persistent universe with the networking, because it's online, it is a challenge. So, what a surprise!
But I'll kind of give a quick summary of that. Basically, how we felt previously about the old EVA system is that it wasn't really up to scratch. The player experience and just the feel of the movement wasn't really as responsive and as basically easy to use as we essentially want. So as the game's evolving, we're finding that we're going into these environments where we're making tighter turns, we're going through wreckages, we're trying to do things like that. And if you think about the old EVA system, because you're flying around so upright, you kind of have a silhouette of movement that's kind of like my forearm here. But if you think about it now, because we're going into what we've kind of called the Iron Man pose internally, where you're kind of leaning forward, your arms are down by your side, your silhouette is more like this, so you're facing directly forwards. And what that means is, obviously, if you're going through tight spaces, it's a lot easier. When you're rotating, you're no longer rotating like this, you're kind of more rotating like this, so you can fit through those gaps easier, and you're not bumping into things quite as often. And then on top of that, if you're winding your way through, you're almost mirroring a bit like a snake-like motion, and obviously you can kind of fit through all those tight gaps and turns and things like that too.
A lot of the comments that we saw on in YouTube and on Spectrum and on Reddit had to do with it seemed like the next logical step might be like little rockets on the boots, little rocket boots to help propel you. Little jet.
We need jetpacks.
Maybe even an animation to do the Christopher Reeve Superman thing. Are any of these being considered?
In the future, we want to put more emphasis on basically picking equipment that allows you to EVA better. So that might be in the form of, say, EVA jetpacks, not jetpacks, but EVA backpacks and things like that might come with more EVA fuel, because that's something we want to do down the line. More oxygen and things like that for existing in spaces where there's no atmosphere.
So special backpacks for EVA, huh?
And essentially, looking.
And then you have to maintain it and repair it and fill up.
Where you're making considerations that, hey, I want to be like a EVA salvager. I'm going to equip myself with the things that are going to be able to get me there. But until we get other features in, like we showed yesterday, we showed the 0G push-pull. That's not coming in 323. No. And some of these systems we're holding back because we wouldn't really want to implement EVA fuel without having systems like 0G push-pull, because otherwise you might be sat in the middle of space run out of fuel, you've got no options.
You also need to build places to refuel.
100%,
stuff
yes.
like that,
Yeah.
So I'm glad you brought
Definitely
that up.
need a jetpack, yeah.
We tried to be very deliberate in our storytelling. We said, this is coming in Alpha 3.23, and then further down the line, there's the traversal, there's the zero-G traversal where you're climbing on the hands. There's the fuel. We changed the work in progress graphic to say, this stuff is the 3.23, this stuff is not the 3.23.
Yeah.
We changed the music. Some folks, who maybe get their news from other rewatchers or whatever, missed that EVA is 3.23, but the zero-G traversal, that crawling along the hands, and the fuel stuff is not 3.23. That is down the line.
I did not know that.
Because of those reasons you just mentioned. We got to build these other systems out to accommodate them in
I thought that was in 3.23.
multiplayer environment.
Yes.
You can kind of gloss. You have other solutions in a single player game. The mission ends and stuff like this. But yeah, so. And then, of course, networking. Networking is going to be the challenge for all of these.
Yep, 100%.
There isn't just a make multiplayer button and transfer these features over. But the guys are working pretty. The guys are working pretty well. Like I said, I want to shout out the gameplay folks for Inside Star Citizen. They do amazing stuff. There's the alpha game that you play, and then there's the PTU. That's got a certain level of bugginess. There's no reason to lie about it. There's the PTU that has a certain level of bugginess. Then there's 𝗏𝗏 that has so much bugginess we NDA it.
Yeah, me too.
And then there's where these guys work. So
it is so
the effort that
confusing.
they put into getting those EVA shots when they were still
I'm
working
glad
on
I'm
networking
rewatching
and
it.
stuff. Was
I
a
did not
truly,
catch that yesterday.
Herculean effort, and I want to shout out Will, Dave, and Alex for their work on that right there. Let's move on to
the new EVA is there, but not a traverse
experience or
the
player
way you
interaction
touch
system.
a ship
I'm not
is
gonna
not
use the
in
acronym.
3.23.
Are you sure?
And the default item actions.
Okay.
Where did this come from? Because obviously we were working towards inner thought and all this other stuff. I know we talked a little bit about it at CitizenCon, but where in the development of Squadron 42 did that change? Did we realize we needed this other approach?
Yeah, so obviously we had an interaction system that has evolved a couple of times, right? And it evolves through necessity and where the game's at and where we feel like it needs to go. So we used to just have the super plain interaction system. You remember the old use thing that was in the middle of the screen? And it used to just be, looking back on that now, it was quite inappropriate because you would hit use and hope that it was the correct action that it did. Is it going to pick it up? Is it going to open it? Is it going to close it? What's going to happen? So that obviously wasn't very clear. And as the game evolved and the items and the way you interact with the items got more kind of in depth, and you could do 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 different things with the same item, the necessity came to basically have a selection there. So that's basically where we ended up with the system that is currently in Star Citizen at the moment, where we've got the list. Now, obviously, playing with that for such a long time, we eventually got to a point where we were saying, we could definitely do better here, and it's something that we've wanted to do for quite a while. So that's where the player interaction experience comes in, where we are now condensing this down into one single use action. But unlike the old use action, you get a verb that essentially tells you what it is you're going to do. And that also ties into default item actions. So I could look at all of these items on your desk, right? All of them might be very different from each other. Your laptop might be like the old school use action, which would tell me that I'm probably going to hop down and start typing on the laptop. That folder there might be more like a pickup action or an inspect action if it's something that's like a data pad, if there's an iPad on the table or something like that. And that allows us to basically look at all of these different item types that we've got in data and say, this is what we think the default item action for this thing should be. But again, in ISC, something really cool that we showed off is the ability to customize that as well. So we're not getting rid of all of the big list of actions that we previously had that were quite difficult to navigate through, especially in like situations like combat. Combat is obviously something that we've seen a lot of in Squadron.
Hold on, I'm in the middle of a fight. Let me go through this long list of things here while I'm getting shot.
Yeah, you can envision how that generally goes. And again, through the game evolving comes...
I hope, because we just saw in game in 3.22, when I try to get an item from the floor and use it, like for example this hacking card, right? It's so difficult and takes so much time. The same is for weapons. So now with the new interaction system, the system thinks what I should take first, and it will be there to use right away, but I could also change it and say, no, my default action for that item is different. So, I mean, this is awesome. You can customize this interaction system by yourself and save it.
There's the necessity to change it, right? So I just want to look at a weapon on the floor and hit go. I just want to pick it up and use it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But as I was saying, yeah, we're not getting rid of all of the other actions that you can do with the items. It's just that they are tucked away behind a wheel. For the people who want to customize this experience or use the other interactions on specific items, it's all there, and it's in a slightly cleaner format with the wheel, so you're not accidentally clicking something on a condensed list that we used to have.
Some of the comments we saw again on YouTube and Spectrum and whatnot was that as you looked around, on everything. Is that going to happen every single time a player looks around at everything? Is that a toggleable thing?
So we've spent a lot of time tuning that, so it's picking out the important items, the large items. Basically, we've got a system that essentially finds out where your focus is. So
I think it's like
again, we have played
in
with this a lot.
Starfield. As you walk through the room and you look at
all
things,
these different items got
there is an
annoying.
outline or something
because we played the game so much
to
as well.
show you
so
what
we're
you
at a
can
point
actually
now where
do
we
with
feel
it,
like
right?
the F selection is very, very clear and easy to use. And the selection itself isn't. We know, like if I was here right now and I had
showing
moved
up
my
all the
focus to a
time, but
laptop,
only if I get
but I
very
was too
close.
far away to actually use the laptop. It would prioritize the closest thing that is still in the focus. It's actually a very smart system. So yeah, we don't get annoyed by it at all. And for the people who actually like to use it, the interaction system's still there. So you can still mouse over things and highlight them and interact with them. If you really need to do fine control, I'm sifting through this guy's stuff that's on his armor, or I've got loads of clutter on my desk in my hab, I can still very fine, have a fine selection of what I want to interact with too.
And of course, like everything here, this will continue to iterate after 3.23.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think we're telling any tales out of school. 3.23 is not going to be the final version of any of these features. That this game continues to iterate and continues to evolve. You got a balance for the Squadron 42 universe. Putting it into Persistent Universe, we might discover a PU location where it does get a little crazy, and adjustments have to be made. That's part of development.
Yep.
Like this. So that's what we covered yesterday. So now let's go into formally announcing some other things that we're working towards. Distribution.
Now it starts.
Distribution centers, which we've shown off. I think we've
Distribution
first introduced the idea of
centers
them at CitizenCon.
Keep now.
2 years ago. We revisited them at the CitizenCon last year. I think we did a Journey to 4.0.
Yeah, it's already 2 years
the
ago where they announced it.
Together, people.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
The time.
These shows. Distribution centers are now fully on track to come in Alpha 3.23.
Yep.
What can you tell me about
3.23.
what players can expect?
Okay, so just as a bit of background, the distribution centers are these massive facilities. They truly are really big, that are down on the surface of planets and moons and things like that. And they kind of are what they sound like, right? It's a center of distribution. Like there are lots of landing pads. It should be a big hub of activity, basically. And there are a lot of different areas of the distribution center that are different from each other. So you've got the exterior, typically where people will be landing their ship, unloading cargo, things like that. You've got the offices up top, which is generally more of a front for whatever business or corporation has ownership of this place. And then you've kind of got more of the inner workings, which are kind of where you would typically expect to see cargo being ferried. If there's machinery that are producing stuff down there, if they're making something, then that would be where that's all tucked down. So what we're trying to provide for by 3.23,
I would say latest April, May, we
variety
have
between the different
new
locations.
underground facilities.
So slightly different layouts between the different distribution centers, so they all feel a little bit different from each other. Have different factions at each of these places as well, which should give a very different feeling of what you're going to be doing there. So just as an example, and we talked about this recently, is you might have a law-abiding faction there. And typically, you would be doing what you would expect to at a law-abiding place, where you would be trading, talking to people, things like that, all above board. If you're a pirate, you can obviously come and attack and cause trouble, but they might have security systems made to deal with you. You might also have a hostile faction that's take over one of these things that a corporation maybe previously had, and they came in and took over, and that would be a very combat-focused area for you to go and play in. And then you might have something that's more of a mix. So you go in, the front is very professional and business-like, but underneath, if you go a little bit deeper, you might find that they're up to no good. Yeah, so ultimately for the content we want to provide, the distribution centers have a lot of possibility, and there's no way that we're going to provide all of the content that we want to in one drop. But we definitely want you interacting there, doing cargo missions, and potentially some.
Yeah, I wonder how many they're going to drop
combat
on the
missions
planets.
and things like that to interact with all of the different
Maybe there
areas
will
of the
be
distribution
one
centers
per
we provide. But the future's very
planet.
exciting.
I don't know.
And these are
big and diverse.
And these are humongous. These are the biggest thing we've done short of a landing zone.
Yeah.
They are massive. They are microcosms of the entire Star Citizen FPS experience. When I say FPS, I mean things not in a spaceship. There are missions. You'll get missions that will take you to these places. You'll go to these places to take to get missions that take you out. Some missions we'll be talking about these on 𝗖𝗄𝗏 in just like 2 weeks, so I don't want to spoil everything. But some of the missions are self-contained within the distribution center. They're that big that you can do the entire loop within the distribution center.
Yep.
Wow.
Hi, Daisy. They really are an exciting new addition, and 323 is not the end of them. Like I said, 323 is not the end of anything. They will continue to evolve beyond that. It's one of those things. I don't think we're ready to share that just yet, but there are some exciting plans for distribution centers beyond.
Now he's teasing. Teasing.
Boy,
I don't like that.
Tell you, I'm gonna tell you really loud. All right. From there, let's move on to some ship stuff. What did it say? Wow, the Star Citizen Live set has come such a long way, says Old Boy. Yeah, well, we try. We try. Master modes. Mm-hmm. So we've been talking about master modes again. Master modes almost.
Are you guys a fan of master modes? Are you excited about it?
Centers. They first debuted 2 CitizenCons ago.
I don't think master modes will be 323 really.
They are slated to go in.
Yep.
They're slated to go in, so yeah, so yay for everybody. The vehicle experience team, Rich Tyler's team, April and all of them, they're fast working on converting all of Star Citizen's existing spaceships to the master modes, defining the different archetypes. And again, we'll be talking about those in detail in 𝗖𝗄𝗏. And
so we will get the master modes in 323. I'm not so excited about it. I don't know why. I never tried it though.
It's taken us a while to get to master modes.
Yep.
And not everyone is. I think it's safe to say not everybody is completely on board with the idea. You know, I can read Spectrum, I can read Reddit and whatnot. There seem to be just as many people who are for the idea as against.
Yeah.
You're excited about it?
It's a big change, right? And people are always
it's a big change.
Going to be
many people have problems with big changes.
Very, very natural because you've been playing a game for such a long time, and it's such a big change that you're going to have to relearn a lot of the things that you've already learned before.
You have to relearn
But ultimately, again, this was another thing that has come around from us playing the game, especially in like combat-focused scenarios in Squadron, and going through and going, you know, like, hey, we feel like change needs to be made. So just a very, very, very high level of what master modes are. As essentially you have navigation and 2 SCM modes that you switch between, and they have very defined.
I hope the switching is easy.
How you fly your ship. And what this has allowed us to do is in SCM, which is essentially your combat mode, is we've made it so the combat is able to be a little bit tighter because we've got a bit more control over the ship speeds there. That combat is a lot more personal, a lot tighter, and we felt that it felt for a much more visceral and a lot more personal and experience with whoever you're fighting. And obviously that's translated to player versus player combat as well, which again, we've been testing internally quite a lot. And it's avoiding situations where you're able to essentially exploit the flight system to kind of
I had no chance to test it yet.
And not really have a proper, you know, one-on-one combat with someone, and you're constantly running away and not running away. So we felt that it was a positive change as we've been playing the game. So yeah,
I think from my limited experience with it, it gets more exciting the more players that get involved. It's certainly fun 1v1, but when the furball starts, when we're testing some things that where more and more players are jumping in.
Teasing again.
When I'm seeing the battles with like 15 people involved, 25 people involved, it keeps them all tight and compact, and literally the screen can be filled with ships this
Wow.
way. And it's much more visceral experience.
It's a game changer. We've got such beautiful ships. We've got amazing VFX that, you know, when you're shooting at someone,
Well, now I'm excited.
In the past, haven't really been able to see because you're
Now I'm excited about it.
hundreds of meters, if not kilometers away from people. It seems a real shame to not be able to see some of that stuff. You're basically just interacting with the UI. So this bringing you closer together is just a much better feeling experience in our opinion.
So master modes on track 323.
So what he was describing situations where he tested it and he couldn't say what they did. I think they tested bigger ships. I think they tested the 𝗙𝗲𝗏. And how does it work with the master modes, and especially with other ships attacking those ships with master modes enabled. So he's not allowed to say it, but I think that's what he meant.
At the moment, yeah.
Mark it off.
And we want a lot of feedback, so, and we will get it, I'm sure, but
yes.
yeah.
Along with master modes, some other ship-related stuff, precision targeting. Precision targeting and a big change to gimbals and weapon gimbals. What can you tell us about
Every
that?
ship gets gimbals.
Targeting at its very core is very similar to what you would do in a first-person shooter. You take
Not
time
every
to
ship,
aim,
but
and
most
it kind
of
of almost helps you be more accurate. So what you can expect in the ships is a immediate zoom. So I know we've got a system where you can scroll in and zoom, and it's maybe a little bit awkward to try and use. This is a more toggle in, toggle out of zoom. So again, you're going to be closer anyway through master modes coming in. This is more a case of you're closer already, and now you're zooming in on your target. You can see much more of the ship. So if you're in a combat scenario where you're flying around and having to maneuver a lot and you're dealing with multiple targets, you might not necessarily want to use it too much. But if I'm in a situation where you're flying a Cutlass and I'm trying to take one of your engines off, I can toggle into precision targeting mode and go straight for your engines if I wanted to just take out your engines, get on board and deal with you that way.
Wow, so you can target
again, leans
certain
more into that closer feeling experience.
elements of other
also helps you
opponent
with
ships.
aiming at a target rather than trying to pixel hunt a little bit with your screen. And obviously makes it more accessible and having to scroll in and out with the mouse wheel. It's just one click to scroll in and out. And then with the gimbal change, the big change there is all ships are basically now going to have gimbals.
Hold on, just look right in that camera. Don't drop it. Look right in that camera right there. And say that again.
All ships are going to have gimbals, or all weapons are going to have gimbals. Weapons slots ships are going to have gimbals. So that's not entirely true. I'm going to contradict myself already.
Yeah, there are a few
couple
exceptions.
of exceptions. You know, you look at the 𝗙𝗏𝗏, it's got a massive railgun on it. It's not going to be rotating around everywhere. It's
the nose
fixed
gun on the
𝗙𝗏𝗏 again.
Vanguard.
Yeah, so
They
there
talk
are a few
about
that
𝗙𝗏𝗏
are going to be
again.
stuck as they are, but what we kind of had thought about for a while that we weren't too keen on is the swap down and swap out for the different weapons and exchanging the gimbal out for that basically, because new players come in and it's not immediately understandable what's going on there, and we didn't really feel like it was adding as much value. Yeah. And just to touch on the turrets as well, turrets are now going to have gimbaled weapons too, which is really, really good, because obviously previously you were limited to the rotation speed of the turret. It gives you a little bit more look ahead and a little bit more of a unified, pleasant experience that you can expect from the ships that you can then expect from the turrets as well. So
I think we glossed over the gimbal change. And again,
Turrets
we have
and
an
gimbals.
entire ISC dedicated to this. So
I would have to
we're
see
covering a lot of topics that you're
Yeah,
then going to see deep dives of for the next 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks and whatnot.
I
But with
like the new
gimbals,
format.
The size restriction is also going away with them. So
as in you're no longer...
Just a quick comment from my side. I like the new format. I was a little bit hesitant when they announced a new format, but I like that they announced what they're planning to do, and they're going to talk about it in the next couple of weeks until the patch actually releases. It makes more sense to me. It really makes sense to me. I mean, we all get hyped now and excited, but as we continue to the release date, we'll see more and more videos about the features. We'll get into the PDU and test it, hopefully. I like this new format. I really do.
Trading
have to do
down.
one size, yeah.
Exactly.
One down.
Yeah.
So some ships will get bigger weapons for this, and of course there are the exceptions. Basically, I'm not going to give you an exhaustive list of the exceptions, but if you look at a ship and there's clearly a very impossibly fixed weapon on it, think Inferno, think Vanguard with the nose, think 𝗙𝗏𝗏 with the railgun, those will not be gimbaled. So they're not going through and remaking the ships to do that. So there are a very small amount of exceptions. I think it's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, it will be an exception rather than a common thing.
But you can clearly look at the ship and go, yeah, I don't understand how that could be gimbaled. Congratulations, that's probably one of the ones that aren't being gimbaled. All right, and again, we will cover all that with Yogi and 𝗏𝗏 and their teams in just a few weeks. So stay tuned for more details and examples and all that good stuff.
Now we have something to look forward to every week.
I don't know if I want to go to a big one or a small one. I'm trying to weave the story here because we got a lot more stuff coming. Let's go back to FPS stuff for a little bit.
Okay.
Dynamic crosshair, scopes, reloading.
Yes, please.
FPS weapon stuff.
Oh man, reloading sucks.
How long we got?
Going back to your old stomping grounds here.
Yeah, I mean, so please stop me if I go too technical or go too deep on this, because obviously this is kind of my jam. So, God, where do we start? So let's start with reloading. So the changes or improvements to reloading, as we've been calling it, have again come through the necessity of change through playing combat in Squadron a lot, very focused combat areas where we're able to really hammer out some of the basic combat mechanics, where we were in situations that were getting frustrating, and we were essentially playing the game. As most people probably know, engaged in the FPS combat, if you reload, we save your ammo pool to your magazine, and that goes back on your suit. And you might then end up in a situation where if you want to put more magazines on your suit is now completely full.
I had this problem earlier, Trigger.
Them out, and it's a very sticky,
have you seen this?
Tedious process. Yeah, so essentially we're trying to remove steps there, rather than get rid of the realism that you have with basically having magazines that contain the ammunition. We want to keep that, and down the line we may still want to lean into doing the magazine stripping through a proper animated system. What we really wanted to lean in to at the moment is just an ability to be able to condense the amount of ammunition down that you've got. So that's what we call ammo repooling, and that is an interaction either on the weapon or in your inventory that lets you essentially go, this weapon, I would like to condense all of the magazines for that. Your character will play an animation while it's happening. It's quite a basic one. And then it will take a varying amount of time depending on how much ammunition you're shifting. So if I'm doing LMG mags, that will take longer than, say, if I'm doing pistol magazines that might have 10 bullets in or so.
So, and of course, again, we don't want to cover every aspect. We want to save some stuff for Torsten's team when he's on in a few weeks. This is a weird show. This is not a show that we've done before. We're essentially spoiling the entire season of Inside Star Citizen this quarter, if you haven't figured that out. So this is basically everything that you can expect to see on Thursdays for the next 9-10 weeks as we go. Dynamic crosshair.
Okay, dynamic crosshair. So
he said,
this came through necessity.
Don't get excited. He said 9 to 10 weeks, and there were people in chat calculating when then the release date would be, because he said 9 to 10 weeks. And wait a second, he's responding to that.
See, from playing combat so much, it was essentially a situation where you don't always have time to aim. Sometimes you want to just shoot your gun in a desperate situation, and it's really nice to have an indicator there of where it is you're going to shoot. So we came up with the dynamic crosshair. It essentially gives you an idea of what sort of spread you can expect from your weapon, and we essentially simulate spread through a spread cone on our guns, just because we don't want the gun shaking all over the place to kind of generate it. So we do add some spread on there, and essentially the more you fire, obviously it changes, the more unstable it is. The dynamic crosshair basically tells you where you're going to be shooting. Now, what we've done, and this kind of leans into some down the line armor gameplay that we're going to be leaning into, where we want to make the armor sets and things feel different and give them a unique purpose, is this dynamic crosshair is meant as a combat feature that you get on combat helmets. So if I'm, say, an engineer or something like that, I don't necessarily need
there will be specialized
helmets. I'm
helmets.
not really going out and doing combat. You might get other benefits from wearing engineering gear or medical gear or whatever, but this is something that we're obviously leaning into long term, and this is one of the first features that we're bringing out for combat suits.
And we'll save scopes and recoil and stuff for Torsten and their teams like this. I do want to clear something up. I can see the chat right now. And even if I couldn't see the chat, I know what was happening. He said 8 to 9 weeks, and somebody's doing math from February 2nd. Is it February 2nd? February 2nd, to try to figure out when Alpha 3.23 is. Don't do that to yourself. I'm just pulling numbers out of how many episodes that I have planned ahead and stuff like that. That's not any indication of when the patch is going to come out. Don't do that. Just enjoy life. Be in the moment. Enjoy all of this that we're talking about, that we're shooting for Alpha 3.23, and don't spoil the experience for yourself by putting dates on things and trying to reverse information that doesn't exist.
We are waiting.
I don't know what voice that was.
We are waiting for so long. I mean, people are excited. That's what it is.
It's possible
right?
I've been doing this too long, JJ.
Maybe. And it's only the start of the year.
All right. You mentioned the combat helmets, and so sorry. Let's talk about the visor and lens stuff. In 𝗙𝗍 yesterday, players saw a little bit of the 3D mini map in the corner.
3D mini map.
3.23.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I think so basically visor and hood is going to be a big restyle. So I think the big task at the moment is restyling it for the
Minimap
universe.
3.23.
Yeah, just a few features essentially. We have like the existing hint system that we've got in game. That's all being tidied away into the new notification system that we've got with high and low priority notifications, where we've got some really nice visuals for those. We've obviously got the newly reworked, I'm going to call it like the combat stack. That's what I quite like calling it. Yeah. No one else calls it that, but basically it shows you where all your ammo is, gives you all your feedback for your weapons, changing items, things like that. It shows you what's in your hands.
Very nice.
Let's make it a thing. Let's all agree to call it the combat stack for JJ, who's doing such a good job here today.
Then on the left-hand side, we've obviously got all the widgets for things like your health, the environment, all that sort of stuff. We've got the compass that's going in too, which is
a compass.
Yeah, we've got the compass. It's in the video. You can already see it.
Wait, an actual compass?
Well,
like I can tell what direction I'm going.
Yes.
Like no more. Which direction am I going? I can go. That's north.
Yeah. Well, not north in space, but you got a bearing.
I'll take it.
North on a planet.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Are you happy? Yeah. Okay. Good. And then obviously one of the biggest ones is the mini-map. And the mini-map is amazing. It really is. And it links into what we're doing, which we can talk about in a little bit, with the star map on the Mobileglass 2, which is basically the area map. I'll make very clear now, we're not doing all locations.
Yes, I was just about to hit that.
With the mini-map, because obviously there is a lot of space and areas to mark up.
Yes, I was going to say, let's talk about that. The mini-map does not just exist in a vacuum.
Yeah.
Every single location in the persistent universe has to be marked up in order to feed that information into the mini-map. I'll go ahead and say, because I talked to John Crew about this just yesterday, the ship team is working diligently to get as many of the ships as possible marked up for 3.23.
Same with landing zones.
You can at least explore your ships with the mini maps and stuff, and then maybe a couple.
So that kind of answers.
And then that will just continue. Patch after patch after patch will just continue to mark up more.
If you watched with me the other day, I think it was yesterday, the video, and we saw the mini map. It was not on every ship. It was only on certain ships, and that answers our question. It's not implemented in all of the ships yet.
More and more locations until eventually all of the PU reaches parity.
Yep, so it's going to be really easy to find your way around everywhere once it's done. So you can basically just get a view of where you are, where you want to go, set a route, all of that good stuff.
Okay.
They should have let the player scan locations and use the data to mark up locations.
I mean, we're right there. We're right there with the mini map.
I don't even know where you're going to go with this.
You don't know where we're going to go for the mini map?
No, okay, now you've said that.
Should we lay it up?
Sure.
Say it.
Star map.
Star map.
New star map. Yeah, so big
star map.
Quality of life improvement from where we're at right now. And again, we're changing it because it's the current star map is difficult to use. It's not clear. You don't get enough feedback. Like some things are broken.
Yeah.
He said some things are broken.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah, we've spent a lot of time on styling it, making it very clear, making it very easy to use, done a lot of testing ourselves of just playing around with it. We've added some new features to it too. So essentially a estimated travel time if you set a route somewhere. search functionality.
Travel time.
It's all fairly basic to start
Real
with. We'll
travel
obviously
time.
come back more on that later, but or down the line. But essentially, you know, if I want to go to Hurston, I type in Hurston. It takes me to Hurston on the map, and I click set route, and then I go. Like it's just, you know.
I don't understand. Why can it be so easy? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and we're obviously very, very excited about it.
I have so many traumas, though, JJ. What am I going to do with all my traumas?
You have to find new ones. That's what you have to do. Create more.
That's true.
Yeah.
I had a lot of dramas with the star map.
From the star map.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just go way to the other end of technical stuff. With a little thing we showcased by Sean Tracy and Andre at CitizenCon, the character customizer.
Yeah, the character customizer is super cool. So along with all the new scans of characters and all the new basically look people that you're going to be able to customize from, yeah, you've got basically two ways of customizing a character now, which is very exciting. You've essentially got something that allows you to do a DNA blend, which is that's what we call it anyway. So you're basically taking your head on one side, which is what you currently have. There's basically a bank of heads on the other side that you can flick through and look, you know, I like these particular features. And what you can do is you can select one, go, I like this person's nose. I can then go on my slider 0 to 100% and go, you know, I want to go all the way to having their nose, and I want to go all the way to having mine, or I want to go somewhere in between. So it blends the two shapes together. And you can do that for the entire head. You can do it for ears, nose, eyes, brow, lips, all that sort of stuff. The second way of doing it, which is a very cool one, is, I don't know what we ended up calling it, but essentially you are grabbing anchor points on the face. So let's say I grabbed my brow and I was looking at it from the side and I dragged my mouse to the right-hand side and tried to pull it out. What it does is it looks through our bank of heads that we've got in the back end and essentially tries to translate what is there to what you're doing with the mouse. So if I did it on my nose and pulled it that way, it would try and find a nose with a shape that's like that. So you're basically grabbing points on the face, moving the mouse around, and essentially seeing it go through all of these different iterations so it feels like you're sculpting, but you're not, if that makes sense. So you come out the other side being able to make some really, really unique characters, and we've had a lot of fun in tests trying to make, you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin, you know, Dave Bautista.
You always try.
It was a fun testing session. You know, you can get something that looks, you know, pretty damn close. But on top of that, we've got new hair, facial hair, makeup. The hair is very, very cool, by the way. You've now got hair dye. So if I really wanted to, let's say, change my hair to white, I can change it to white, have it fade into blue. I can select how quickly it fades in, if it's like a sharp transition, if it's near the root or
oh my gosh, we're going to see so many new characters.
There's a ton of really cool customization there. And obviously the UI has had a big overhaul as part of that too.
Not an Alien says, I hope we can make freaks.
Depends, yeah.
Just leave it.
Yeah, okay.
Just let him sit with that. Let everybody sit knowing that that's what he said.
You can make
not an alien.
Unique characters.
Cargo.
Some people.
Cargo's getting its next big.
I hope we can make freaks.
Kind of push there. What can you tell us that's involved there? Freight elevators, obviously.
Yeah, we've got the freight elevators. We've got the basically the instance hangars. So you're going to be able to go to your own hangar. You're going to have your freight elevator. You're going to be able to spawn your ship. The core part of the experience is that you essentially go to your freight elevator. We'll have a kiosk with a nice.
Did he say
UI
personal?
You can then interact with.
Let me go a little bit back.
Cargo's getting its next big kind of push there. What can you tell us that's involved there?
Freight elevators.
Freight elevators, obviously.
Yeah, we've got the freight elevators. We've got the basically the instance hangars. So you're going to be able to go to your own hangar. You're going to have your freight elevator. You're going to be able to spawn your ship.
Persistent hangars.
The
personal
core
hangars.
part of the experience is that you
nice.
essentially go to your freight elevator. We'll have a kiosk with a nice new UI on it.
For now.
You can then interact with that to essentially go, what's in my storage? So the regular inventory area storage is going away. So it's much more physically based in your hangar storage. It's very much more personal. You then go, I want all this stuff, click, 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 click. You fill up or see the freight elevator filling up on the UI. You then click a button and lo and behold, all your stuff's just come out the ground. And then it's up to you to load it into your ship. So as part of that, we'll also have things like hover trolleys. We've obviously got the tractor beam that's usable in there too, so you can then wheel it over, start loading up your ship, and it's a much more representative feel of what the cargo experience is going to be like long term.
It's a lot in 323.
Oh yeah.
We're not done.
There's a lot.
Done. There's
Man, I cannot wait. Exciting
I'm going to
times.
start wrapping this because I want to get to our next talking point here. We're not sharing everything that's in 323. There are still some things we want to keep secret. There's still some, obviously I also don't want to spoil an entire season of 𝗙𝗍. We've already covered so much and stuff like this. But you can also expect things like the blockade runner mission. If you remember, we covered that on 𝗙𝗍 sometime last year, maybe in Q3 sometime. The blockade runner experience that we talked about then, that's targeted for 323. A big update to 𝗙𝗍 that we're not going to share just yet. We're going to let players, that's one of those things that we're going to let players experience.
I was never able to attend
and
𝗙𝗍.
a sort of a pre-𝗙𝗍 thing that's got a name, but I'm not going to share the name today. I want to see if people can suss it out. But 𝗙𝗍's getting much, much bigger, much broader, and much more interesting, personally, from my perspective.
How bigger?
That'll roll out. That'll start to roll out before 323, and then into 323, if all things go as planned. The looting stuff, the looting stuff.
Oh, the looting's fantastic.
The new looting stuff that we saw at CitizenCon is going in. There's a new shopping app. We haven't showed that because the guys on Team Kian's team actually are working on it right now. We'll be showing that in 𝗙𝗍 hopefully in about 5-6 weeks. When we go back to Team Kian for even more stuff that they're working on, they got a whole lot of stuff.
New shopping app
on that team, and then. Some economy stuff.
There we go.
I've been doing this a long time, and we haven't talked a whole lot about economy stuff, and it's rolling MMOs and stuff like that. So for the economy stuff, we're actually going to take a quick break, and we're going to bring in 2 members of our economy team who have never been on video before. We've never actually put a showcase on the people who are down in the trenches doing the economy stuff. So we're
down in the trenches.
So we're going to throw it to a beautiful scene of Pyro 2. 4, I don't remember which one, while we shuffle some chairs around. And we'll be back to talk even more stuff coming in Alpha 323. So stay tuned.
So this is Pyro, huh? Let's zoom in.
And we're back. Hi, everybody. We're talking about all the cool, awesome stuff. I was going to say a swear word, and I already used my one yesterday. Being targeted for Alpha 323. Joining us now are members of our UK economy team, Andre and Nick. Andre, Nick, how you doing?
Hello. Hello. Thank you for having us.
So this is your first time on any kind of video stuff. Economy is not a topic we often talk about on our video stuff. It's not a particularly visual topic. So, but there's some big changes coming in 323, and then we'll continue on to 4.0 and stuff. So we wanted to start this conversation that will continue in the weeks leading in. Before we get into that, let's introduce yourselves. Let people know who you are and what you do. So Andre, you're closest, so we'll start with you. Hey. Who are you? What do you do?
I am Andre. I'm the lead economy designer.
The lead economy designer. What does the lead economy designer do?
Not much.
Not much.
Well, he's figured the show out.
But I disagree with the fact that economy is not cool. I brought all my spreadsheets, so I'm going to prove you wrong.
You just live your life in spreadsheets.
Of course.
Yes. Okay. Nick.
Yeah, hi. I'm
He
Nick,
looks like someone.
And I am one of the economy designers.
You looked at your notes for that, didn't you? I saw you. All you had to do was say your name and what you did.
Just to be sure. Just got to be certain. Okay. I've got based in Manchester studio here, but I figured that was unnecessary. So.
And of course, the economy team is not just you. You're just the 2 who were drafted to appear with us today. Who else is on your team?
There's actually 3 of us. We have Connor in the US. Hello, Connor. He's probably most certainly watching us right now live.
Yeah.
Okay.
So only 3 guys in economy.
What would it be?
What would it be?
You should check your notes.
Oh yeah, we should check the notes. It would be well done on other systems.
Oh, ominous. I like it. All right, so
I
let's
missed the
talk a little
question,
bit about
guys.
economy, because I think
I missed the question. What was the question?
Yeah, but I figured that was unnecessary. So,
and of course, the economy team is not just you. You're just the two who were drafted to appear with us today. Who else is on your team?
There's actually 3 of us. We have Connor in the US. Hello, Connor. He's probably most certainly watching us right now live.
Yeah.
Yeah. You say one thing to Connor before we continue. What would it be?
What would it be?
Check your notes.
Oh yeah, we should check my notes. It would be well done on other systems.
Oh, ominous. I like it. All right, so
well done
let's
on
talk a
other
little
systems.
bit about economy, because I mean, everybody knows what the textbook definition, well, I shouldn't say everybody. Most people know what the textbook definition of the word is. As it applies to video games, I think it's easy to just assume it's the prices of things and that's it. But we know that it's more than that. So what is economy as it applies to a large-scale, open universe MMO like Star Citizen?
I completely agree with your statement. First of all, of course, it includes the prices, but at least for myself, it's a bit more than that. It includes telling a story, but instead of using nice pictures, instead of using words, we are telling a story
working on the economy right
with
now.
numbers.
Wow.
We want to make sure that everybody is immersed in the world. They are having fun. They progress. Everything that they are doing
1,100 employees.
not only makes a difference for the world and for the other players, also makes a difference for themselves.
Would you agree with that, Nick?
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely. I mean, especially with an MMO, it's all about an immersive dynamic. It's the feel that everything around you is connected and that your actions have purpose and you can progress and so can your friends.
It's interesting to me that you use the word immersive, because it is one of the. You know, I'm going on 10 years here. So one of the things that I've heard CR complain about periodically is the fact that you can buy a missile for like 500 AUEC. That's not the actual number, but it's some ridiculously low number. It's like you could never just go into a store and buy a missile for $500 or whatever. It's like we got to get this economy stuff done.
He talks too much. He needs to let them talk.
Is that what we're talking about here with 3.23 and 4.1? Are we starting the process of now going through and retuning all of these?
For sure, we are in the process of retuning that. We are not only giving our players and to ourselves, because all of us are fans of the game, but the chance to earn more money, to become rich and be rewarded in a fair way for the activity they do, but also the chance to spend that UEC on something that they can be proud of.
And so, before we get into the specifics of what's going to happen in 3.23. When we talk about the things that are economy, obviously the prices of a thing are the economy, but the travel times, how long it takes you to take something from this to this, is a factor of the economy, because that now determines whether the payout is, whether a 10,000 credit payout is actually worth the 10,000 or not. How long it takes you to get your ship back from insurance is a factor of economy. What else am I not thinking of?
Those are very good examples. And going back to immersion, it's almost like level design. We want to find in the places that we go and explore the things that we would expect to find there, and their prices to be according to, for example, to the distance from where they are produced. The players to have access to the resources that they need and they want.
And Fuller 0079 says, he says UEC, not AUEC. Don't read into it, man. I promise. Just. Like we're sitting here, we're giving you all this actual information, and then people are like digging for like hidden information between the words. It's just going to make you unhappy. It doesn't mean nothing. Enjoy the show. All right, so in 3.23,
he heard UEC, not Alpha UC. They freak out.
Let's say the next kind of major push towards building this economy, towards hardening this economy that's been, if you don't mind my saying, kind of all over the place for years and years and years. It's going to happen. What are we talking about as far as what's going to happen in 3.23?
Well, cohesive is a word that we are using a lot, bringing all these systems that our wonderful colleagues already built, bringing them together so they make sense when they work together. So you've already seen some glimpses in Pyro, in the design of Pyro, in the design of the prices of the new, the new prices of armors that need to work very hard on them. We're working on the weapons, on FPS weapons, pre-balance,
I don't
vehicles,
remember
ships.
what was different in Pyro.
Eventually, we're going to do a pass on everything.
What was different in Pyro with
so
the armor?
armors, weapons, probably the one that most people will notice right off the bat is ships and vehicles. So there's going to be a substantial change to the prices of ships and vehicles in 3.23. We're not going to ask you for specific numbers here because 3.23 is still many, many weeks away, and it would be a
But we will get to specific numbers
But
anyway.
talk to me about the process. How are you
so
determining what these new prices are going to be?
There's not a good way or a bad way to do it. We explore different ways. Talking specifically about vehicles, for example, manufacturers, it's something that we look into. We could take each individual vehicle or ship and disassemble it into its stats. How fast does it accelerate? How fast? What is its maximum speed and mass and everything? But because that is subject to change, we don't want to tweak those prices every time a small change is made. Right. So for that reason, we take those factors that we know they are already decided on. For example, I mentioned already manufacturers. Some manufacturers put more care into their work. They use better materials. They use better technology. They use alien technology that is harder to get. That informs the price. Obviously, if a ship is larger, it's going to cost more.
Gotcha. And if it's Drake, it's obviously going to be cheaper.
I would not confirm or deny that.
Yeah. So manufacturer is one.
Don't talk
tenet.
bad about Drake.
What else is
I
about
love
here?
Drake ships.
The size of the ship and its focus. So the same way a tank is more expensive than a lorry, the same way we expect a combat ship to have better technology, better armor, better stats on average.
Combat ships will be more expensive.
Okay. So it sounds like, if I'm understanding you right, correctly, in 3.23, there's going to be a massive change to the in-game cost. And I want to make sure that we're talking. This is a development thing. It's not a marketing thing before the friggin' Reddit threads start up. This is going through and working the in-game economy and realigning the ships based on manufacturer, roll size. I did ask you if you could give us some examples. Now, these are not going to be final examples. Obviously, again,
Here we go.
The changes won't happen for several weeks yet. But just to help us illustrate, to help us prepare for what kind of stuff we're talking about. Were you able to get some examples?
Yes.
For us? Okay.
I watch your show, so I see that you have a '𝗙𝗍 there.
No, yeah.
So the rescue one, because we want to make it more affordable, and because myself, I see myself playing as a medic in the future. I made it a bit more affordable. So it's going to be in the range of $500,000 USC, alpha USC. And
500,000 alpha USC for the rescue prizes.
Yes, as far as the cost.
Yes. Because he likes the rescue prizes.
Is going to be a lot more affordable than it.
I think it's fair.
Was.
500,000 is fair for that
the
ship.
example of my favorite ship. You can argue about that in the chat. Is the Arrow. I really like the Arrow. It's going to be in the range of about $2 million per USC. It's a combat ship. It's high performance ship. So obviously, somebody that can drive that ship worked very hard to get that ship, and they can be proud.
It makes sense, right?
That ship.
So those seem like kind of lower entry-level ships.
Yes.
Can we talk about something kind of mid-range, like a 𝗙𝗍? Or
a 𝗙𝗍, it's a very good example because a lot of our players like that ship. I think it's in the range of 10 million.
Wow.
Now. Maybe going back into combat, something even larger. I really like the Hammerhead. Yeah, the Hammerhead is going to be about 45 to 50 million USC. It's a ship that it's a multi-crew ship, So I can see players pulling their resources together to buy such a ship.
Gotcha. And this is, you know, you're using the words "it's going to be" and stuff like this. This is what we're working towards. This is what we're currently working towards. Of course,
so the Hammerhead is set 40 to 50.
The numbers may change and whatnot. Of course, 323 is
and
not
then the
𝗏𝗀
10 million.
Anything. It's like obviously these things go in.
Well, obviously there's 4 different versions.
So the testing at full scale, and
it's
then
only the first,
and then adjust and continue.
What do you guys think about it?
The economy team is doing.
But this
is that fair? I think so.
This is a conversation that's. That's been waiting to happen for years and years. Like we've always. I don't think it's been a secret to anybody who's played Star Citizen that like I said, the economy has always just been kind of this. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We're here. We're getting to it now, for lack of a better term. So Alpha 323 is that next push, but it's not the last push. It'll continue to be balanced, continue to be evolved. I'm going to ask you for like okay. So we did a Pisces and an arrow. We did a constellation. Let's go to the far end and just see if we can get some of that sticker shock out of the way. What are you thinking for something like an 890?
For example.
For example.
You like the nicer things in life.
Oh well, I'm just trying to work the sticker shock here. So Origin, fancy manufacturer, 890, super big on the size. What are you thinking? And I'm just gonna hold my alpaca here.
Let's make a list. Do you want gold on the walls? Do you like the marbles in the bathrooms?
Marble floors.
What do you need? Give me the worst case scenario. What are we thinking? Worst case scenario.
No, we are talking about luxury. We are talking about Origin, a manufacturer that it's famous for putting so much care and so much quality in their ships, and I'm thinking in the range of 70 million USD.
70 million.
Somebody that has an 890 jump, they can be proud of it.
It's all right.
Are we going to be able to sell virtual kidneys? Is that a thing?
Sell virtual
kidneys.
kidneys.
He's the FPS guy.
Not yet.
Is that coming in 323?
No.
Oh.
So if you get ready, guys, I think we need a vibe with 323 because they will bring, and they don't talk about this today or yesterday and the day before, but they will talk about it very soon because there's more features coming. When we talk about netcode, server meshing, all that replication layer, I'm pretty sure there will be a complete wipe of all accounts, like money-wise and all your ships and so on. And then they changed the in-game prices. So if you want to make your way up to a Hammerhead, I think I understood 40 to 50 million. Wow. The Connie 10 million, an Arrow 2 million. I mean, you kind of now understand the range, especially when it comes to combat and luxurious ships. It's going to be tough to get up there. I think the Reclaimer is going to be more than, or maybe in the same range as the Hammerhead. So, wow. This is kind of, it's coming, guys. I mean, playing the game, you should not be able to make 30 million in 2 days, right? So those guys, those two guys here, they're going to fix that. And the third guy in America. But also the ship prices, they're going to fix both sides. How much you make money, that's what they said. How much things cost in the game, especially ships. So, yeah, get ready, guys.
Balance the price on that.
But I've known JJ a long time. He's not going to dismiss the idea out of hand. Maybe harvesting some organs.
Maybe we've got a
sideline and 9
got a multi-tool.
That's what the multi-tool is for. All right, so obviously, these are the prices that we're currently thinking. This work is ongoing and will continue until Alpha 323 releases. Once it releases as part of Alpha 323, it will continue to be evaluated. Yep. It'll continue to solicit feedback, continue to look at analytics, all that good stuff, and make adjustments as necessary. Because that's what you do with a live service game. You make adjustments as necessary.
Correct.
Thank you so much for this. This was again, like I remember, coming to you, like, hey, we want to talk about economy. You were very eager. You since the first time I ever met you, you're like, I want to get on there and start chatting with people about economy. So I'm glad we got a chance.
I want that feedback as soon as possible. That's the reason.
That's what we here.
That's good.
Guys, thank you so much for being on the show. Is there anything, JJ, anything more we want to say about 323? Let's go back through the list real quick before we're talking. So right now, targeted for Alpha 323, we're targeting new EVA, the new 𝗙𝗶𝘁𝗃, whatever we gotta get better at naming.
You know what?
things.
It's even better. There's 2 pies, Jared. We're only dealing with 1.
New default item actions, reloading, dynamic crosshair, scopes, distribution centers, master modes, precision targeting, turret and gimbal changes, visor and lens stuff, new looting screens.
I'm excited, guys.
System rather, new shopping app, the star map, character customizer, a whole bunch of things.
How do you want to keep that level of information up for the next couple of weeks?
The blockade runner mission stuff we talked about, big changes to Xenothreat.
Well, every subject they talk about.
These economy changes. And
they will talk about
just
live
the stuff I'm willing
every Friday
to share with you right now.
And Thursdays they will have videos. More things he cannot share right now. Oh my God, he's teasing so much. I hate that.
Feel good?
It's a lot to do.
It's a lot to do.
There is a lot to do.
But we're in the
yeah, we're all excited.
We're all excited. It's building on the work that you guys have been doing for Squadron 42 for the last 2 years. The teams are working hard to convert it over. We've already got interviews in the can for 𝗖𝗍 for distribution centers and for master modes and stuff like that. We're going to be talking to you about all that stuff like that. So lots of great stuff coming. I hope you're as excited. Let me change the way I want to say it. I've been doing, like I said, I've been doing this I'm going on 10 years now. You've seen me here, you've seen me in LA, you've seen me in a variety of situations talking to you about this, that, or the other thing. You've seen me cautious, you've seen me with trepidation, you've seen me hedge my bets left and right. The last time I went full-throated into something, I ended up with a beard that was like this, and it wasn't good. I hope you can take from my own personal enthusiasm. I see the work that these guys are doing each and every day. I've been seeing the work they've been doing for the last 2 years and just waiting for the time where this gets brought back over to the PU.
Oh, me too.
We're here. This is going to be one heck of a year when the Squadron team comes back with the Star Citizen team, and it's nothing but blue skies. I'm not going to say that. No, I'm not going to say it's nothing but blue skies. But I'm getting caught up in my own hype.
Let's make some magic happen.
It's going to be a magical year. Let's just say that. I'm not going to say
hopefully. I'm excited, guys. Trigger, you're excited.
Walk out the door about that.
Oh my gosh.
And lastly, before this week's show, I did want to take a few minutes to talk, if I can, as myself, not as a CIG representative, but just as Jared 𝗙𝗶𝘁, the dude that works in the game industry. 2023 was a huge year for the release of video games. And if you followed any ounce of gaming news, you've probably know that it was one of the hardest years for those who create the video games. That struggle to stay employed has extended into the first month of 2024, as I think the last count was nearly 5,000 people have been laid off in the video game industry in the first 30 days alone.
5,000 people.
I spend my time dedicated to highlighting the people who make video games possible. And as one of those people who are lucky enough to still get to do what I love, I wanted to take a moment at the end of the show, just as me, to show my appreciation and my gratitude to all those people who are dedicated to creating the universes for our entertainment, both here at CIG and at every game studio that's ever made a game I've played. To those who've made the games that I still haven't played, the backlog is real. And just my overall gratitude for everybody who contributes to this industry. You're appreciated, and we're all thinking about you. Always.
That's nice of him.
Hope you guys land on your feet. We're going to keep on trucking. We're going to keep on making the biggest and baddest space MMO we can. And yeah, thanks for humoring me for the last few minutes. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk. It's just me, but I thought I'd take the chance. I needed to say something. So thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed Star Citizen Live. Hope you're as hyped about Alpha 3.23 as I am.
Yes.
Join us next week
Yes, we
on
are.
Inside Star Citizen when we shake things up and we explore the work of a team you'd probably never expect us to. It's not a 3.23 thing. It's one of those little cool detours that we take sometimes. Their work is really cool, and I hope you'll appreciate it as much as I do. And then we'll be back right here for another Star Citizen Live next week. And I have no idea who's on that show yet. I gotta wander through the hallways like the Grim Video Reaper. Like, you're next on my show. So take care. Thanks a lot. That's Andre. That's Nick. That's JJ. I'm Jared. See you later. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, Jared.
Awesome. Awesome stuff. All right, guys. That was the show from yesterday. Usually I'm just, playing games, and I'm excited to, share my gameplay with you and talk about the game in general when we are playing. But I thought, because this was such a great show yesterday for the beginning of this year, especially for those guys who always show up in my channel and they use words like scam and all that stuff. It is time to forget this scam word, because it makes no sense anymore, right? You have to define scam. Look up, Wikipedia. What is the meaning of scam? Because this is not a scam. It's obvious someone is working on that game, and they bring all the features we want. They speed up now because they have to. That's one thing. And Squadron 42 is coming out, I'm pretty sure, next year. I don't know. I'm just, I'm excited. That's why I'm thinking next year. But that's why I decided to show this video today and go through with you guys one more time. Yeah, it's exciting times for Star Citizen, for space games, for, MMOs, for new technology when it comes to server meshing and replication layer, things we have never had before, really, in MMOs. So I'm excited to be part of it. I'm excited to be here to, share my hype with you all and with all my viewers and people who, see everything positive about Star Citizen. And I'm a positive person in many ways, and I want to have a positive channel, and so let's share these good moments. And that was a good moment, right? But other than that, we're going to play the game every day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, during the week from 6:30 Central Time to around 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning before you go to work. I have my coffee here. We play it. And then sometimes over the weekend. And that's my schedule. And then sometimes we play other space games. Yeah, we play 𝗏𝗏𝗏, and that is important, because this channel is not only about Star Citizen. I want to make this clear. This is not only about Star Citizen, but Star Citizen is for me right now the most promising MMO in space in development. And so I want to be part of it. That it was the reason, Star Citizen was the reason I built my PC. I started playing on PC, and I built up equipment to stream live, because I only enjoy playing when I actually play to an audience. It's kind of weird. It is kind of weird, but that's what I'm enjoying, because that's kind of multiplayer for me. I have people in chat talking to me about the game and, helping me also go through the game, because I'm not the best player out there, right? I'm not a pro. But that's what I did, just because of Star Citizen. But then I came across all the other games as well. I said, why not call the channel Space Games? Because there are some good space games out there, right? X4, 𝗏𝗏𝗏 Sky, we talked about it. Starfield has a new patch out. We need to test it. I want to play it. And then in between, we're going to test Star Citizen. It is a test. It's not a finished game. It is really just a test. So I wanted to get this out of the way and make this clear. And I just want to say thank you again. Thanks, everyone, for, being so loyal and, coming to my stream and talk to me. I really, really appreciate that. So I wish you all a nice weekend. It was fun hanging out with you. Unfortunately, I became a long-term prisoner in Star Citizen after killing all the security guards. But we will make it back into the game after the 15 hours. 15 hours prison time. Trigger said, oh, I would like to see you play X4. Yes, we should do that. We really should do that. It's just such a great game. I will find a time slot and we'll play it, okay? And we'll figure things out because it is a complicated game, in my opinion. It's something you have to play actually every day to learn the ins and outs because the economy is huge. The economy is huge in X4. To build out your own empire in space is possible. But to get there, it takes several steps, including your own space station. You can build your own space station with modules, and it's incredible. I mean, this game is huge. You cannot land on planets and all that, right? But you have an amazing map. You have amazing views inside and outside spaceships. And I like the cameras, the live cameras. You can, go on a live stream to see what your mining NPC is doing out there, somewhere in a different system, for example. It's amazing. And you can change the camera and zoom. And oh my God, it's a fantastic game. It's a big game, and the developer is still working on it and supporting the game and working on new features. It's awesome. Guys, it's enough for today. I will enjoy my weekend now. I hope you too. So have a nice weekend. Nice Sunday tomorrow. If I decide to play something, you will find out on YouTube or Twitch or Discord, Twitter. So I will let you guys know if I'm playing tomorrow. All right? See you guys. Don't forget your 07. Trigger, have a nice day. Thanks for hanging out with me and talking to me about the game and the news and all the upcoming amazing features. I'm excited. Guys, see you soon.